multi-tenant workflow orchestrator. Right now I'm signed in as Northwind support. Only Northwind. This user is not a member of anything else. And here is a completely different user. Contours operations, different organization, different data. So Northwind's owner has a 6-step workflow. Step 1 asks a language model to classify an inbound support message. Steps 2 branches on what the model said. Step 3 is the approval stage. Step 4 calls an external HTTP API. Step 5 sends an alert. Finally, the step 6 writes a record. The model is asked to answer with priority high or priority low, and this is the branch. It reads the model's own output, looks for the word high, and if it finds it, the run goes to step 2, the approval gate. If not, it skips to step 5. So the path through this workflow is decided by the model, not by anything hard-coded. There are two ways to start this. First way is manually with the run button. That's running now, and I'll come back to it soon. Second way is from outside the app. No browser, no session, no account. This is a plain HTTP request with a bearer token. It returns a run ID. That token was generated server side and shown to the owner exactly once. Even the owner who created it can't read it back. So here's the second run started by the webhook rather than by anyone pressing a button. Let's go back to the first run. The run is paused at step 3 and steps 4, 5 and 6 are still pending. Nothing after that gate has executed. Here is the same run as a viewer in the same organization. No buttons. It tells them to ask an owner or an editor. And this isn't just a hidden button. Approving goes through a server-side action that works out who you are from the verified session, then looks up your role in the database before it does anything. Nothing about the caller comes from the request itself, so calling that mutation directly by hand gets a viewer exactly as far as clicking a button they can't see. This page isn't polling. Two live subscriptions are open, one on the individual step runs and one on the run itself. Everything you've seen appear arrived as the executor wrote it. So I'll approve it now. That's the rest of the run finishing on its own. No refresh, no clicking. Approving scheduled a continuation which handed the run back to the executor and it picked up from exactly the step where it stopped. Let's copy the run URL. Now the important part. This is Contoso's owner and I'm giving them the exact URL of Northwind run. I'm not guessing an ID and I'm handing it over. So we see that it does not exist or it belongs to an organization we are not a member of. That's the same message they'd get for a completely made up ID, and that's deliberate. Telling someone a resource exists but they can't see it confirms it exists, and that turns ID guessing into a working tool. So I showed two tenants with their own users and roles, a workflow whose path is decided by a language model, two different ways to start it, a human gate that actually stops the engine, live streaming with no refresh, and an isolation boundary that holds even when you hand someone the ID directly.